Hello and welcome to Reviews. Let's see if I can get my voice throughout this video. When I did my last video just a little bit ago, my voice started cutting out near the end. So I want to make this a quick video. He always says, uh, it's still X-23. Why is Laura so much cooler in the X-Men books than she is in her own book? And I figured it out. Tamaki does not want to do an X-23 book. That's what it comes down to. I really think that's what it is. She would much rather do a Honey Badger book. And Honey Badger is not as good as Laura. But when you read these issues, you realize she has more fun doing Honey Badger, characterizing Honey Badger. And it's not entertaining, really. And I'm just going to cut into this. Let's just jump in. They've the opening thing, they've really cut that down. So you end up just losing a page of story, but that's okay because I think Tamaki is actually trying to fill pages. So we start off with downtown Manhattan, a ridiculously long line for gelato. And yeah. Yep, first page. We didn't open with a flashback. She loves to do that. No, instead, of course, we have food. In this case, like ice cream. And apparently it's like 10 o'clock at night, or pretty late at night. Not why we're created. And, yeah, do you still have Pop Rocks and peanut butter? Yeah, all this just to get down to, these past 3 weeks, there have been 3 murders of 3 scientists. Look how happy she is to get her ice cream. A specialist in human genetics, blah, blah, blah. The whole point of the story is they're trying to, of the book is they're trying to prevent more clones and stuff, like that created Laura, that created Gabby. And so the previous arc was involving a scientist, and yeah. This is funny. Just before we go on, didn't Tamaki do this too in the She-Hulk series? She was doing the book her way, and it wasn't really catching on. Then she had like one, I don't want to say fill-in issue, but one and done story that was kind of goofy, and then went on to the next arc. She did the exact same thing with She-Hulk. Oh, Hulk. Before it changed. So it makes me wonder if this book isn't about to be canceled, that it's on its way down. Just an observation I had during this. So we have the police, God, look at this, talking about, the body was found by her colleague, Dr. Candace Truce, working late. No estimated time of death yet, but I'm guessing it's similar to the others. Whoever it is, they're very good at killing people. Nothing on surveillance. Place has security up the wazoo. And of course, that's when Laura notices that the grade is just a little bit off. So here we have Gabby. She's eating her ice cream when a guy litters. And why don't you shut up and mind your own business? Because some of us are strong enough and full of enough rage to do terrible things to men who talk to us that way. Yeah, you go. I'm going to go scan this and put it on Tumblr. Yeah. And then, she checks her clock. So, Gabby, just a child, sitting in the park, 10 o'clock at night, eating ice cream. But yeah, basically, this whole page is a waste, other than just to show this weird revenge thing. So, at 10:22, she makes her way up to the top of the building. Okay, I'm here. I got an ice cream. Honey Badger ready. You can't talk, right? Okay, so I should stop talking. Okay. Yeah. So we're in the apartment, basically, of this, I forget what type of geneticist this was. By our estimation, the next victim will be Dr. Irwin Davies, 25. He had contact with the previous victims and was working on the same issue. I got a question? I have a lot of questions about that panel. Okay, you're telling me this doctor is 25 years old. Um, okay, maybe unless he's some type of Doogie Howser type. He's if he is just fresh out of college, med school, and he's 25, he should be a low-ranking person. They're just cleaning up the juniors on the team. Yeah, 25, I'm not really buying it. Um, but anyway, sitting in front of all the monitors. Oh, my other part of this. How did they establish who the next victim would be? Again, working with the um, other doctors working on the same issue. How did they narrow it down to this 25-year-old? That would be the next one. Again, Tamaki did this in previous series where there's something like plot critical, and we'll just ignore it. We need this to move the plot along. What was the research that brought them to this? I mean, yeah, I understand research is boring, but a few lines of dialogue. Instead, we get a page of Gabby eating ice cream and threatening people. So, yeah, then of course the grate, and the assassin is moving their way through the grate. The art is great in this book. I want to mention that right now. The art is really good. And as we all know what's going to happen, the assassin comes in and it's Laura sitting in the desk. And, they have a fight. So what is it? Not sure. I'm coming. No, hold up. I might need you to do the thing. Okay, she's going to do something really cool and secretive. What's happening? I think it's a machine. So yeah, she slices it up. It's a machine. Cool. And then, you get this, crap. And yeah, I've got to wait for my phone to focus here, if it will. This is a great page where where she gets hit by this electromagnetic pulse, and then Gabby, the thing. Now, oh now, okay, and jumps out the window, and Gabby's thing is to jump off the roof and land on her. KO. Really? That was your secret weapon? Just to have her across the street on the building and jump on her? Jump on the creature? What does KO stand for? Knockout. Huh, knockout. I guess that's cool. Really? Tamaki has so much more interest in writing the silly honey badger character. So yeah, it hit me with a magnetic pulse. Wow. Deja vu. What's deja vu? Seen before. Because she looks like it. And then we get this. She's something. She's the new us. Got another thing I'd like to point out. Cyborgs like this, with weapons, and these aren't really new to the Marvel Universe. In fact, the X-Men have a set of enemies, the Reapers, who are cyborgs. Okay? Yeah, Donald Pierce is a cyborg. This isn't really exactly new. Unless with the same face. This is supposed to be Laura. But they never really make it out that she is like a clone like them. So they take her, this assailant, to the tank. According to Beast, aka Hank McCoy, is basically jail for the unclassified. Pride said Beast, probably because he's a little more regal about the diplomacy stuff than me or Gabby. He's also the nerd I trust, so I like having him around. And I don't really want to go too much more into it. Basically, Gabby says, are they going to keep her here? We're in a bit of a governmental gray area. The crack in the system our work tends to fall through. How many more pages can I go? Should probably stop it right about here. For the moment, this is where we are. She hit me with some sort of magnetic pulse. I felt it in my bones. I don't know what else she can do. That's just it. We don't. I don't know what else she could do. That's just it. We don't. Feels like there's a word missing in there. We don't either, or something. I'm working to get her to Xavier's. There's some holdup on my paperwork. I have a meeting, but I'll be in touch as soon as I have information. Thanks, Hank. We need to know more. Yes, we do. And long story short, Honey Badger starts feeling bad for her, for this assailant. And Laura points out that she's killed 3 scientists, and Honey Badger then says, but I've killed more than that. Yeah, but Honey Badger, you weren't killing innocent people. And then some other people break out, and Honey Badger wants to save, and blah, blah, blah. This is Laura's book. This is X-23. That's what it's called. And she's... like I said, Laura is awesome in the X-Men books. As I pointed out, that scene in Uncanny X-Men with the dinosaur, those 2 pages have been better than any part of this run so far. And what issue is this? Issue 7? Yeah. Tamaki wants to write a Honey Badger book. It's obvious. That's what she wants to do. And Laura's just along for the ride to play her straight man in the book. But the art in this book, I will say, is great. I love the art in this. Who did the art? Diego. I don't know who that is. But yeah, it's a beautiful book. It's really good. But yeah, we got the eating, we got the rage against men, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Tamaki, we get it. Except for the little fight scene, it's more characterization, more of Honey Badger. And yeah, I give this no more than issue 12. This book will be gone by issue 12, maybe issue 10. This is the first part of a storyline, X-Assassin Part 1. I don't know how long that storyline is supposed to run, but yeah, I have a feeling that after this storyline, this book is done. Anyway, as you can tell, my voice is really starting to go, so I'm going to wrap it up. Look, I did a short video here. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.